everybody, and welcome to another episode of Public Opinion Tea Time with your host, Pam and Vanetta. Hey, Vanetta. Hi. I see you have your cup.
I'm always on top of.
All righty. Are you drinking any tea today?
I am drinking chai tea with white chocolate cream.
Oh, my goodness. That sounds delicious.
I tell you.
Okay.
It is good.
All right. All right, Vanetta, we are going to be talking today about Russia's invasion of the Ukraine. And this is an unprovoked invasion that they did. And I'm sure that you have seen the viral explanation has been going around and showing up on people's feeds, because so many of us, and I have to say that I am one of them, really did not understand everything that was going on with Russia and the Ukraine. And I think that kind of speaks to the fact that as US citizens, we kind of live in a bubble, and we are concerned with the things that actually affect us right away. And we may not always be paying enough attention to world affairs.
That's correct. But I remember in 91, I thought that was the end of war as we knew it in that country. For that wall to come down, I can remember Bush saying, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. So I viewed myself seeing history, and we would never see this repeated.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it's true, but I do like the explanation. And the explanation went along the lines of Russia and Ukraine were involved in kind of a toxic relationship. And Russia was, kind of using Ukraine for what it could get. And then Ukraine was the woman who finally found her strength to leave that toxic and abusive relationship, went on for almost 30 years, living her life. And
support by NATO and things, yeah,
right, and just and garnering the relationships of other countries and finding allies and just really getting her strength. And so then when Russia saw, hey, wait a minute, she has a lot of self-worth, she is valuable to me, I'm gonna get her back.
I don't want to see her strong and independent. That's truly what they said. I want you to always be a lesser version of us.
Correct. And so then Russia decided, you know what, we're going to get you back at any cost. If you don't want to come back, we will take you back kicking and screaming, fighting and screaming. And so the question then for me becomes, okay, so what is US involvement? Why do we care? Why should we care? And what I see is that Ukraine, after doing some research, Ukraine has a lot of resources,
natural resources. That's correct.
A lot of natural resources.
And we will go in there at some point to support them, or we'll help as much with sanctions, but sanctions take a period of time. We will help because there is a benefit to us as a country. Brown nations don't get this, but they will go in there and help Ukraine. I hope that there's never any American bloodshed, though.
Yeah, that's correct. So the US is that friend or ally who is saying, you found out about this, isn't like, now that's a terrible situation. Girl, you got to get yourself out of there. If you want me to help you, I can help you.
I told you years ago.
I told you that he was a mess. And that, now I'm not trying to send my boys over there because I don't want to get involved like that, because your ex is crazy as. So, so I'm not trying to do that. But what I will do is I can send you $350 million so that you can get some weapons, or I can get you out
pillows and some soap and lotion and water.
And some things that you may need. And so Ukraine is like, you know what? Thank you so much. I'm good. I'll accept that, but I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving my house.
This is my house.
This is my house, and I will fight to the bitter end. I've taken some self-defense lessons. I know how to make Molotov cocktails, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Okay, I got some people 16 to 60. They willing to go in. Okay. Right. They are willing to 60.
Okay, they are willing to help. So that's where we are as as a country. We want to help you, but we're only going to help you to a certain extent. We would, like you said, the sanctions, and we'll keep Russia from getting money, from these banks. And Russia, like, but I don't need your money. I can call up my girl China or somebody else, to help me with money. Russia got plenty of money.
She ain't much better. Okay, or maybe worse. She's a terrible girl. But you're right, Russia, and we would like to be friends with Russia, but she just ain't that type of person you can handle.
You can't trust her. Certain people, you just cannot trust. And Russia is one of them. You just cannot.
Turn your back, she's stealing from you, she's stabbing you in the back. taking
Yeah.
your boyfriend. You just don't want to deal with
You
her.
don't
But you'll
want to deal with her.
smile politely in a setting, but
Mm-hmm.
that's it. But
Right.
Ukraine, y'all could be tight, but it's just she comes with so much baggage.
Yeah. And you don't want to go back. You never want to go backwards. You always want to go forward. And that's where Ukraine is now. And then Russia was trying to say, basically make up all kind of lies about Ukraine and say that they're almost like Nazis and they're doing all these horrible, inhumane things. But you know, that's just an excuse, and nobody is falling for that. But unfortunately, Ukraine is suffering from just the evil hand of Russia right now.
I tell you though, it is really like a bad relationship in this respect. He threatened to harm you, and then he came through on what he said he would do and gave you a date and time. I mean, that's just an arrogance at a level that is unconscionable.
Yeah, and basically said, and all those friends of yours, if they try to step in, we got something for them too. Okay.
And watch me practice what I'm gonna do to you.
Right. Yeah. That's true. And so we are still seeing all of this unfold. So we still are going to continue to pray for Ukraine. And as a nation, we will do what we can, because we are a civilized nation who wants to help our allies. And so that's what we have to continue to do. And we have to, as US citizens, continue to educate ourselves and be mindful of what is going on in this world, because we are going to see effects, and we're seeing it already with gas prices and all kinds of things that we're going to have to bear the brunt of as well. So
that's absolutely correct. I don't believe we should be seeing the prices of gas being affected so quickly. I do believe that's some gouging on our own country, but we will pay the price of it.
Yes, we will.
The thing about like the girlfriends and all, the children are the ones who will pay the price.
Yes,
not the parents.
As always, and that's always who will pay the price. But this was a good talk, and we will continue to keep our eyes and ears open to what is going on in the world, especially as it affects the Ukraine. And thank you all so much again for tuning in to Tea Time. And if you love us and want to follow us, continue to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube, and our audio podcast that can be heard wherever you listen to your podcast. So until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.